Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Laker basketball, Laker Summer League. In particular, let's talk Lonzo Ball. I want to talk about why I'm so high on Lonzo Ball right now. Now, I haven't had a chance to put my thoughts on video form over the last couple days. Been busy with the family. But if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I share my thoughts on Twitter. And also, if you follow me on YouTube, in between videos, you want to get my thoughts, follow me on Twitter at Mike Sports LA to get my minute-to-minute reaction on certain things. But I'm just at an all-time high right now in terms of Lonzo Ball and our Lakers pick in him and what he's going to be for our franchise. I haven't been this high on a Laker rookie since Kobe Bryant. Now, I don't put him at Kobe Bryant level. Obviously, Kobe Bryant to me was Michael Jordan. The minute I saw him hold his like take a rest in summer league and hold his shorts the way Michael Jordan did and shoot a free throw, I was like, this dude looks like Michael Jordan. And I kind of saw that in Kobe Bryant. Lonzo Ball to me is a transcendent player like that, but in this Jason Kidd type of like Steve Nash type of player. And you really don't know what you're going to get out of these rookies. Like, we thought Brandon Ingram was Kevin Durant, right? We could see that in him, but he's not Kevin Durant. He's something else. We thought Julius Randle could be whatever, but he's not what we thought whatever. D'Angelo Russell, we were sold on this. And then he just didn't turn out to be that. And here we got Lonzo Ball. You just don't know what you're going to get until you see these guys play. And I'll be honest with you, I've never seen Lonzo Ball play a full game ever. You know, I think I caught 10 minutes of a game last year at UCLA when I used to see his name trend a lot. And I caught a lot of YouTube highlights. That's all that I've really seen. You know, I've seen probably over hours of now footage of highlights that I've been watching of Lonzo Ball, but some of that is the same footage over and over again. Just never really got a good sense of how he plays from beginning to end. I remember one time last year, I saw him play. It was like 10 minutes. I turned the channel because his name was trending a lot. So one game, I'm like, I'm going to watch him play. And I watched 10 minutes of the game. And then I remember tweeting out, what's the big deal about Lonzo Ball? He just, every time I saw him get the ball, he kind of like gives the ball up, right? And I turned the game off, and I think somebody later tweeted me, Mike, he hit like 4 3-pointers that game, or 3 3-pointers in the second half. You know, he turned it up a little bit. Whatever. I never seen him play until game 1 and game 2. Now, game 1, we all know the story. He had a bad game. Everybody was tweeting me, and when I didn't know what to expect. I just thought he's going to be a little passive, and I just thought maybe he might fold under pressure. He shot the ball poorly and didn't live up to anything really. He did some things well. You know, the first alley-oop pass to Brandon Ingram, and I thought, you know, he did some things well. But you could see, basically, he was trying to remain calm, and then he would get beat off the dribble by Kendall Marshall. It was he was kind of giving up. He was getting caught easily on picks. Wasn't fighting through picks or whatever. Not sure what to do. And that comes from him trying to remain calm, but really having a lot of anxiety in thinking, you know, having a lot of anxiety inside, and he wasn't really focused on what he needed to do. You could see him get better in the second half of that game, even defensively, showed some things, very active and things like that, and really kind of, now his mind was in the game, not on the crowd. But you can tell you got to be a robot not to be affected by that level of anxiety. You had the entire world watching, anticipating his first game, that is. You had D'Angelo Russell out there, Markelle Fultz, every other basketball player eyes on you. I even saw a tweet today, Paul George saying, what, no Lonzo Ball, De'Aaron Fox rematch, which makes me think that even NBA players, all superstars, are watching Lonzo Ball and seeing what he's going to do. And so, yes, you know what? It got to him, and he didn't have his legs on this shot. And you can see that. And then he was gripping, and then he was pressing a little bit, and his shots weren't falling. He missed about 6 good wide open shots. And so no matter how you slice it, you go 1 for 11 from 3, it's a bad game. You go 2 for 15 for the game, that's a bad game. No matter if you did some other things well, you had a poor shooting night. And the NBA is a make or miss league. So he had a bad game, and everybody's hitting me up, Mike, aren't you going to call him a bust like you did D'Angelo? And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's look at the facts. Lonzo Ball had a bad game, poor game. He needs to be better, period. I said that's the same thing I would say to D'Angelo Russell. He had a bad game. He needs to get better. I'm saying the same thing, right? They're like, oh yeah, you are. And I'm like, it's the first game. Let's see what he does going forward. Now, I would call D'Angelo Russell out. I think after the third game, I started to like tweet some things, and then after his preseason, and then I didn't say anything, and then like a month into the season, that's when I first came out and started calling D'Angelo Russell out, really. So I'm like, let's wait and see. If Lonzo Ball played like he did that first game, second game, third game, and through preseason and through the first month of the season, of course, we got to get on him. Not get on him, but just to say he's not what they sold us, right? Sold us on. But all that changed from the start of game 2. Now, I was thinking to myself, the one thing that he needs to do better was don't just rely on the jump shot. I know they were giving it to him. Don't rely on the jump shot. See the ball go in the basket. Drive, use your athleticism, get closer to the rim, and try to shoot a higher percentage shot. I thought if he shot 15 times that second game, 10 of those should be layups or dunks or whatever, or floaters or whatever. That's what my mindset was, because people were asking me, what do you expect out of Lonzo? But he completely looked like a different player in game 2. Straight unfazed. It looked like everything that you may have seen in game 1 that he may, was kind of caught up in the moment. All that was gone in game 2. Comes out, he didn't drive, he hit his first shot. But besides just the shooting, and he didn't even shoot the ball extremely well in game 2. I think it was 5 for 12, something like that. What impressed me was that his how he changed, he instantly changed our culture with his ability to run the team. A true point guard. Let me just go over some of the things he showed that I was so impressed with. The getting the ball up the court, you know how he kicks the ball from like full court? He knows when to pass, to hit that pass and hit the open man, where the open man has like two dribbles, couple steps, and he has a layup. Now he's done that his whole career at Chino Hills. If you watch highlights, he's done that at UCLA, and you can see him doing that at the pro level. I know it's summer league, but he's showing it. And I was just so impressed by that. I'm like, how does he do this? How does he know? No other point guard does that in that particular fashion. But not only that, showing the passing abilities that we were all sold on. The Jason Kidd-like bounce passes. And then being even, this is what I think, like, showing his athleticism that other guards has, the ability to take other guards, defenders off the dribble, cross them over, and get to the lane with no look dishes to Zubats. He showed that. Or crossing over his defender, getting by another defender, and switching hands and finishing with his left hand. Show that he can finish at the rim. Show that he can drive and create. Right? I've been saying this, I've been dying, I've been saying this with D'Angelo Russell. My first video when I started calling him out, I'm like, he doesn't drive to the basket and create for other players. And Lonzo was showing that to me. I was like, like, ooh, this is our guy. And then not only that, was his ability to post up, he showed that on a smaller defender, and he was holding his own defensively, switching on bigger defenders. And now Tatum was eating everybody up, but he was locking up Jaylen Brown at particular points. He was very active defensively, getting in passing lanes here and there, swiping at balls and stuff like that. I love it. But it's just the way players were starting to get rebounds and look for Lonzo to give Lonzo the ball, because they knew something good was going to happen with the ball in his hand. And the culture that he's changed in our team, that now everybody is doing the extra pass and the hockey assist. And it all starts with Lonzo sort of like leading the way. And I caught a glimpse of a mic'd up version of Lonzo in that game. And he was like, come on, Zo, come on, Zo. Like, I think, you know, he was like saying, come on, Zoo, like, come with me, like, move this way. Like, you can tell that he's leading by example. He had some vocal moments in that game where he was telling players where to go and where to be. And in this game against the Kings tonight, he didn't play, resting is growing. There was a moment where Alex Caruso had a steal, and you could see Lonzo Ball on the sidelines, and I pointed out on my Twitter. Go to my Twitter and check it out. He points, Lonzo Ball calls for the alley-oop before the play even happened. Like, you could just tell his IQ is there, the awareness, the vision. Like, he saw that play unfolding before it even happened. And Alex Caruso, you know, at that moment, threw a lob to Travis Ware and got a nice alley-oop in that game that we won. But you could just tell, I'm just so high on Lonzo Ball and what I've seen from him in that second game. Now, Skip Bayless even said the same thing. From that second game, it looks like this kid is going to lead the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals in the not too distant future. I see that in Lonzo Ball, and I was so high on him in that second game that I've seen enough. Like, you could scour 150 D'Angelo Russell videos in his entire Laker career and still come up short and not have the same quality of highlight that Lonzo Ball showed in that second game. That's how impressive he was to me. And I'm not even tripping on the triple-double. You know, 11 rebounds. He's going to get 7, 8 rebounds here and there. But it's just the mannerism of which he was able to run the team. And once his shot starts falling, because I know he has a fluid, effortless jump shot or a effortless motion, you don't worry about guys that have effortless arcs on their shot, effortless, you know, releases and things like that. And he has that. You worry about guys who actually has an inconsistent, you know, pressing type of shot. Lonzo doesn't have that. His shot will fall, and he will average around 16 points. But it's the 11, 13 assists that he's going to get, the 8 rebounds that's going to lead our team, and the impressive nature that he has that is going to be contagious in every other star in this league that has a chance to play with the Lakers. Paul George and other stars, they're going to want to play with him because he's going to want to give them the ball and make them better and win basketball. That's what he's all about. I'm so impressed with him. That's my thoughts on Lonzo Ball right now. I know it's only been a couple games, but I could see the future. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're commenting, liking, subscribing. As always, follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. We got a good one, y'all. We'll talk soon. Peace.